was on my way grocery shopping. As soon as I leave the house, it starts to rain. So I'm sitting under the waiting shed, rethinking my options. But I had this Coke Zero. See, it's black on the back. I don't like the new labels. Anyway, I had this Coke Zero in the drawer underneath the freezer, so it came out slushy. It's almost frozen. Drank it down a little bit, added some rum. Now I've got a rum and Coke Slurpee. Life is good.
Thank you.
I decided just to go to town and go to the wet market because it was just raining too much to go into the city. Generally don't do my weekly shopping here. I buy produce, but this is going to include meat, snacks, everything. So it's going to be an adventure. We'll see. The selection's not quite what I'm used to, and the meat quality's it's a little iffy. But this is where we always get our produce, our fruits and vegetables anyway. They have very good apples, all the vegetables.
Apples, 10 pieces, 150 pesos. They're decent sized, not too bad, little Fuji apples. 2 bottles of Coke plus a can of Coke that I drank, 150 pesos. This was at the Quickie Mart, or was it the iMart, I think, so it's a little more expensive than the grocery store, but not too bad. Some candy bars to snack on throughout the week. They're very small, 7 pesos each. That's 28 pesos. Carrots, there were 3 carrots for, I believe, 30 pesos, which is 60 cents. The squash was interesting because it was wrapped in plastic when I looked at it. She put it in a bag to sell it to me, but she took the plastic off first and put it on another one. I don't get the plastic wrap. Oh well. 10 pesos. It's kind of a pre-mixed carrot cabbage. The carrots and cabbage, then this mixed bag of some peppers. There's like, I don't know, 4 or 5. Half dozen shallots. Half dozen, or I don't know, 8 or 10 calamansi. All of that with the cabbage. 30 pesos, I think. I'm trying to remember that one. I don't know the individual prices on all that, but pretty cheap. Lentils, they call them mung, M-O-N-G here. This was 40 pesos. The way they do it is there's a cup. It's not a measuring cup, it's a drinking cup. It's a small cup. 1 scoop is 20 pesos. I got 2 scoops. Green beans, 30 pesos. Everything was 30 pesos, it seems. The eggs today are put in a box. They've never boxed them for me. That was interesting. Usually it's just wrapped in newspaper. I like the box idea. 12 eggs, 84 pesos. That is 7 pesos each. There are numerous sizes. They go 5 peso eggs, 7 pesos, 6, 7.5, whatever. You get the size you want. 7s are usually pretty good. I generally do not buy meat at the wet market. It's not refrigerated. You've got to get there early to get it fresh. But it was raining and I didn't want to go into the city. So we're going to try this. If I die, this is why. Okay, let's see. 2 chicken breast was at one shop. These were 130 for the 2 of them. I don't know how much they weigh. The chicken quarters, I bought drumstick thighs. I bought 4 of the drumstick thighs. I'm going to skewer those, marinate them, skewer them, and grill them. 4 of those and 6 wings were 204 pesos. So that was $4. The wings are not as big as what we get usually at the grocery store, but it's got the wing and a little piece of breast on it. So you get a decent chunk of meat. I'll put those 3 in a bag and freeze them. I eat 3 at one meal because they are pretty, like this one especially, they are small. These get frozen individually. This will be 2 once I debone it, and I'll have the bones to make soup. So, lots of chicken. I looked at the pork, but it was terrible looking, so I didn't buy it. I really wanted to get some ribs, but everything they had looked terrible and way too expensive. I don't know why the wet market has such bad pork prices. That was our trip to the wet market. Enjoy your day in paradise.